This video tutorial will take a look at using the Pythagorean theorem in problem solving. If the bases on a Major League Baseball field are 90 feet apart, how far is it for the catcher to throw from home plate to second base? Oftentimes when solving a word problem, it's good to get a visual of the problem and what is happening. It is also important to truly understand what is being asked. In this word problem, our objective is to determine how far it is for the catcher to throw from home plate to second base. So, as indicated in our visual by the red line, we need to know the distance from home plate to second base. We can think about this in terms of a triangle. In fact, a right triangle, with our legs being from home plate to first base and from first base to second base, and our hypotenuse being from home plate to second base. Because we're dealing with a right triangle here, we will be able to apply the Pythagorean theorem, a squared plus b squared equals c squared, where a and b are the legs of the right triangle, indicated in red, and where c is the hypotenuse, indicated in purple. According to the word problem, we know that the distance between the bases is 90 feet. So from home plate to first base, indicated in red, would be 90 feet. And from first base to second base, indicated in red, would also be 90 feet. Because we know that both of these are 90 feet, and they represent the legs of our right triangle, we can substitute 90 in for both A and B in the Pythagorean theorem. Now that we've substituted these values in, we can simplify our exponents. 90 squared is 8,100, which will be added to 90 squared, which is 8,100. We can now do 8,100 plus 8,100, which is 16,200. Now, we have to take care of c squared and find just c. To do this, we have to get rid of the square, which can be done by square rooting c squared. What we do to one side of an equation, we must also do to the other side. The square root of c squared is c, and the square root of 16,200 is approximately 127. Using the Pythagorean theorem, we have determined that c equals 127. And remember, c represented the hypotenuse, which was the distance from home plate to second base. So this answers our question. How far is it for the catcher to throw from home plate to second base? It is 127 feet.